everybody. I'm Cree.
And I'm KJ.
And this is Breakfast with Cree and KJ. Everybody, welcome in, welcome in. We appreciate those that's here and those that's not. No funny faces, KJ. I seen that. I seen that. We're gonna let KJ go ahead and start off with her morning quote.
Hey, I wanted some people to hear this. So it's basically surrounded by like social media, your mental health, and stuff like that. So when your mental health becomes impacted by social media, then it's time for a detox. Stop outsourcing so much of your joy and peace to what others think of you online. Hi, Keith.
And I think that is a great quote actually, because I do think a lot of people really get super absorbed in these apps. Like super absorbed, like whole life is wrapping around these apps. They losing sight of reality because they so wrapped up in the apps and the life that they're living on this app, you know? And most of the people, the life that they live on this app is not even their life in real life. Like they're not these people in real life, you know? And so I think that that is a great thing right there. Go ahead. What did you have to say about it?
Oh, I definitely, at one point, I was kind of wrapped up in being on social media. Now I'm just like, I can care less about being on here. Well, not on here, but just in particular because, hey, Dr. J, hey, Yacht Master. I don't know. You just always gotta take time to like decompress, detox from all, because it's just drama. That's all it is. There's keyboard thugs that you want to say, or phone thugs, whatever, that talk so much trash behind the phone and probably won't even hit a fly. It's just too much drama on social media all the time. Like, why can't people be positive? When people post stuff, people got to post something negative just to be relevant. Like, I just don't get it. But yeah, take it. If y'all haven't taken a break from here, take a break. A well-needed break. Don't let it consume you.
Don't let it consume. Do not let this app consume you. If y'all haven't noticed, I haven't been here a lot lately. I've been in and out, scrolling and patrolling and going about my business. I haven't even really been going live for real on this app that much lately. The only time I really go live is when we doing this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that I actually go live on my page. Like, I haven't even been live because I think that a lot of this can be overwhelming because it's just always something going on, and it's no place or you not in a space where you just, it's energy draining. It's an energy drainer. Like, and for me, I feel like once my energy start becoming drained, it's time for me to move along from something. Like, if it's draining me and I come in here happy and walk out like, what? Like, feeling irritated by the end, something is wrong, you know? And so that's part of protecting your mental peace too. Like, you gotta protect your mental peace, and you let this app come in and destroy your happiness and have you angry all the time, or every time you come on here you're arguing with somebody. It's time to take a break. Literally, it's time to take a break. You need to do a factory reset on yourself and on your life, because it shouldn't be that we come on here for a good time, not to be on here dang on arguing and fighting with people.
Yeah, when we first started coming on here and we came on here together, it was like, okay, let's scroll, do whatever, watch videos, whatever. We started going live, and then that's when it all started, when drama started. Like, and I don't mind being on this app, whether it's FB, IG, even YT. It just, I don't know, it consumes a lot of people, and some people make it like they're everything when they got other obligations in life. When I started night shift, I didn't even see even a point to come on here. If we wasn't doing the podcast, I'm sorry, y'all. I probably would have took a huge break. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. But I found some great people on here also. Hey, Terrell. Hey, Benjamin. I did find some really good people on here that I can talk to that help with the situation. So I wouldn't mind. Good morning. I wouldn't mind being on here for those times. Yes, you're one of those great people, Marquita. You know you are.
Kita Boo Boo, you know we love you, girl. We love you so much, Kita Boo.
There's a lot of great people on here. If we didn't meet y'all, we probably wouldn't. Yeah.
And so with that being said, like I want to get into like hanging around like-minded people. You know, I feel like when you get into a space where you are hanging around people that's not like you, you know, like y'all energy is different, what y'all bring to everything is different. It can actually change who you are as an individual. You know, if you placing yourself around somebody who don't have the same morals and values as you do, you will slowly start seeing yourself doing the things that person is doing, and it might be unintentional. You might not even be, you know, you don't see it that way because you, in your mind, you still feel like you are this great person and you have, you know, all these great things going, but you are hanging around a group of people that's not like you. You hanging around a group of people that ain't got nothing really going for themselves, and a group of people that's just full of toxic things, and you find yourself doing these toxic things, but in your mind, like, you don't think that because, you know, that's not how you really is. But when you around a group of people like that, you start really becoming that person, you know, instead of like being your own individual self. And so you have to start like being around like-minded individuals. I want to surround myself with people like me, you know, like, you know, people that's bringing the same energy that I'm bringing, people that want to do the same things that I'm trying to do, people that are, you know, wanting to elevate and do something positive and those type of things. I'm not in a place in life where I want to be surrounded by people that's not on the same level as me and trying to do the same things that I'm doing, you know. And so that's why I am like continuously removing things out of my life, because I'm in a place where I want to grow and I want peace and I want elevation. And to be that way, I'm speaking for myself, like I have to improve my surroundings. You need to be surrounded by what you want to be, you know.
Yeah.
Be surrounded by what you want to be, you know, like, and I think that that's a true type statement, you know, like you could find yourself hanging out a good boy that's getting all 4.0s in school, and he go to work and he's good at home with his family, and then he find himself hanging out with some drug dealers, and they on a corner and they doing their drug dealing stuff, and you hanging out with them every single day. One of these days, they gonna be like, hey man, go sell this to them for me. And you ain't thinking nothing of it. You gonna be like, that's just a one-time thing. I'm not no drug dealer. I don't do that. But no, you just became
that word on here, but
well, you just became one when you decided to go and do that with these people, you know, and that's because you hanging around these people, so it's changing, you know, your character and your values, you know. So I feel like you need to eliminate the things in your life that you don't want to be. Eliminate that.
I just, speaking of that, like, I can't hang around people that all they do all day on the app is talk about people. Like, I have my occasional where I'll say something, but I say it to the person. I'm not gonna talk behind your back and stuff like that. I just feel like the people that are surrounding themselves around people and telling all of their business, um, like, these are social media friends, y'all. Even the only real friend that probably knows all my business is the one that I'm on this podcast with. And I trust her with my business. But it's like when you surround yourself around the people, you get so comfortable with those people. And you feel like, okay, I can let them know every little thing about my life, the good, the bad, the ugly. But you make that mistake, and then that person goes against you one day and lets all your business out, which I think is trash. But you know, I just feel like she said, surround yourself with like-minded people, positive people that you know are gonna have your back. Don't surround yourself with people that they're only in your life for social media. Like, if they're not really there for you, if they're not reaching out, like some of our friends on here, if they're not on here for multiple days, we reach out to them. Hey, are you okay? How you feeling? Stuff like that. If a friend, even associate, doesn't reach out like that, they don't give a damn about you. And I'm just being very honest. That's, y'all know me. Y'all not gonna get no little sugar coat over here. But surround yourself with positive people. It's like, just block all the negative people. Now I wonder why someone was blocking everybody. Like, I never.
Wait, what? Wait. Pause. Pause. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue. You funny as heck. Go ahead.
I'm not even gonna lie. I wonder, like, you know, when someone does something and then you like down them for doing it, and then you think back on, like, okay, now I know why this person did what they did. There's a person that just went on a blocking spree. Even if they associated with someone else, they blocked them. Now I see why. And I'm not saying it was good, bad, whatever. But to me, I'm about to go on a blocking spree.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you know, I'm cracking up. But yeah. And really, so with that, I'm sorry, you made me lose train of thought because you was hilarious, bro. This girl is hilarious, y'all. I hope y'all just gotta know her to know that she is hilarious. But yeah. So anywho, with that, I do feel like we sometimes we lose ourselves and we're losing, you know, like our sense of reality. You know, we are letting this, not, I'm not specifically speaking on this app, but just social media in general, take control of our lives, and we're getting too absorbed in the social media, and we are losing sense of reality. You know, like, do some of y'all even go outside? Like, I'm confused. Do some of y'all go outside? Like, some people sit here all day, 24/7, live, like just live all day. Like, y'all need to get back into real life. Get back into real life. You know, this character that's being built on the internet is, I mean, you could be whoever you want to be on this app. I could come on here and tell y'all that I'm the queen of utopia, and y'all ain't gonna have no choice but to prove me wrong, believe me, or prove me wrong, right? And when y'all find utopia, then maybe y'all can prove me wrong. But I'm the queen, you know, there. So I just feel like we gotta, we come on here and we be who we want to be and not who we are in reality, you know. And so I just think that some people need like social media breaks. Like we need social media breaks, y'all. Social media breaks are important for mental health. And we have to get back on the mental health. I know it ain't. Is it still May? No, April, May.
No, it's just first.
June 1st. Dang. We got y'all every day is mental health awareness, okay? But again, like we need to focus more on reality, focus on building your life outside of this app. And I understand people come on here to make money, and you know, some people full-time jobs is this app, you know, and I understand that, but you still need to be intact with reality. Okay, take a break, take a day, and just breathe some real air outside, not the air that's suffocating you in your bedroom, but outside the bedroom.
I actually take a day like on my off days, because all y'all know I work at night, and y'all probably tired of hearing that, but I don't care. I work at night, so I'm sleeping during the day, and then I'm up at night. I can't go outside. I'm not going out there with the coyotes, but I go out on my days off and just sit there and look at the grass, look at the woods, let the sun beam down on me, and I just chill. Sometimes I let the dogs out, and I'm talking about my dogs, my actual dogs.
You know what I'm waiting on? I'm waiting on it to get hot enough outside. And on one of these rainy, hot days, I want to just go take a little blanket, right? And lay it in the yard and lay on it and just let the rain fall. And I just be looking at the sky. I've been wanting to do that all my life. I think this the year that I'm gonna do it.
In the grass when it's raining, them bugs. I told you I already got beat up by a bug.
I'm gonna do it. I just feel the peace in that. I feel the peace. Like that gotta be one of the very peaceful to just lay outside in the rain and just close your eyes and just let the rain hit you. Do y'all think that that's a sound? Do that sound peaceful to y'all? That sounds so peaceful to me.
Stand up and do like this and let the rain. I've done it multiple times, but I'm not laying in no dang go grass.
You gotta put a blanket down.
No.
Terrell said it is. You done that before, Terrell?
A snake can get onto your blanket.
Baby, a snake. You know I don't live nowhere near no snakes.
Girl, we got snakes out here. I done seen 3 of them since I've been here. I am not laying in that grass.
I don't live nowhere near a snake. Terrell said he did that when he was in Florida. See, Florida got that weather where you can do stuff like that.
Exactly.
But we do too. Arizona. But you got to just wait for the perfect time. Arizona ain't got enough rain. And
Arizona, I used to sit out there in the sun, like outside on the sun. And I made the mistake of doing that in the dogs area, not like in their poop area. But not to get off subject, but then my dog peed on me, so I don't sit on the ground no more. Like
y'all, she always say some off the wall, unthinkable stuff you don't be thinking about. KJ gonna say weird things just out of the blue. Okay, like sometimes y'all know we do not talk about for real like what we gonna talk about. I mean, we create a subject together about what we want to discuss when we come on here. We talk. We don't go into detail about what we're going to say and stuff like that. So most of the things that come out her mouth, I just be sitting there like, KJ, like, girl, why are you saying that? She gonna say whatever pops into her head. That's one thing about KJ. She gonna say whatever. I have a little bit discernment. I say what I say, but KJ, she don't care, y'all. She just say anything.
I certainly don't. And another thing with the whole social media thing, I feel like some people lose a lot of friends on here too. And I'm just gonna let y'all know. And this is for everybody to hear, because I know it's gonna eventually be seen by everybody. But I'm never gonna lose this friend over here. I'm always gonna ride for her, and that's against all y'all. I don't care who y'all are. But I feel like if you lose a friend on social media, that wasn't really your friend. and point blank, period. But even if someone says something to her, they said something to me. So I'm just gonna let y'all know that, and that's for everybody.
Bang, up close and personal. Okay, period, bestie.
Just letting people know, because I say something to people and they be like, "Oh, Krino, she can ride first, so she's I don't care what she is. She's my best friend, and guess what? I'm riding for her. If you got a problem with it, then fix it,
girl."
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I love her. I love her. She is funny.
I just had some things to get out today because I only went on TT for what? Probably not even the whole weekend. Probably like not even an hour through the whole weekend. Yeah, I am standing on business. Thank you, Marquita. But it was just too much going on. And it's just certain things that I just don't play with. And she's like family to me. So I don't play when it comes to her or any of my family and friends and the people that I call family and the people that I actually connect with. So it is just a lot going on, and I thought I should get it out on here. It's not drama. It's just, stating it what it is.
How can I put this? I don't feel like it's anything of importance for real. I think that again, I think people build social media characters, who they want to be on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and that's okay. Be who you want to be, be who you want to be or whatever like that. But as when it comes to me, I got a mind of my own. Like my mind operates for itself, and I move the way that I see fit, and so I'm not a follower. I'm not a follower, and I don't hop on a train with everybody because that's what everybody is doing, And when I see something that I don't like, I will speak on the things that I don't like. When I don't want to be involved, I know how to remove myself and become uninvolved, And if people feel a way that I don't want to be involved in their bull crap and what they got going on, that's a personal problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody moved me. Nobody moved me. I operate for myself and my brain cells work just fine. And can't no kid on this app puppet me into doing what they want me to do. I don't do that. So I leave that at that. So we can move on past that.
So, but yeah, we just been talking about because we just got off of mental health, and we sit and talk every morning that we do the podcast, even some days where we don't, and we just talk about stuff that has conspired, I guess you can say. And when I don't know how to word it, we just like to keep our peace. That's what I'm going to say. Even my pastor, he always talks about that. Keeping your peace. You got to keep your peace. Whether it's eliminating everybody out your life or having one friend, you got to keep your peace. You're okay, sis. Good morning. But you have to keep your peace. No matter if it's off of here, real life, whatever. You have to keep your peace because then you're going to go insane. Especially, go ahead.
I was listening, but I was just saying and that's true, but also for me, when it comes to the internet and stuff on the internet, 99.9% of these people on the internet, I don't know them. I don't know anybody personally to where anything that somebody says on this app can mentally destroy me in my real life, or have me feeling some type of way in my real life. I might get on this app and get irritated. But when I get off this app and I get to my real life, I forget about y'all. I mean, you know, y'all be forgot about, you know. So like I said, that's part of like, you know, real life and internet, you know. And once you start letting the internet absorb you to where in your real life this is all you think about and all you talk about, and you can't live and you can't function, and you got whole group chats with 700 people on the internet that you don't know and probably ain't never gonna meet, it start getting real cray cray. And I might think you might be a little bit delulu, you know. So I don't know, nothing that nobody say on this internet can affect me. And also, I don't know y'all. I don't know y'all. I don't know y'all. Y'all can't, nobody can make me mad on here for real. Not in real life. Y'all can irritate me a little bit when y'all do dumb stuff, but like in my real life, y'all don't irritate me. Like,
if we haven't met, I can't even say if we haven't met in person, because some of y'all I haven't met in person, and I do have a connection with y'all. I don't know about telling y'all all my business, because I don't know y'all that much yet, but some of y'all, you know, y'all are a vibe, but I don't know y'all. I kind of trust y'all. Y'all haven't given me a reason not to, but yeah.
Hi, cousin. I had to say that, Veronica, on here. Cousin, I missed
what?
You know, her birthday coming up. That girl about to be an old woman.
She's on social media for her birthday.
her birthday coming up in what? When is it? Next week? But yeah. So that's really just that. So I don't get bothered, and I honestly feel like, you know, in real life, most of these people that's surrounded by me on this app, they can't sit at the Sunday dinner table with me. Like, they can't even eat at the same table that I eat at. We're not on the same level. We're not in the same place in life, and we're not doing the same things. And so I respect the people that come on this app and try to build a name for themselves any way that they can. It's okay with me. I don't trip about it. Be you, boo.
I don't want to be famous, and I feel like some people, they do come on like social media apps to become famous. I never want to be famous. Like, I don't want to be in the spotlight where everybody knows my business, where they're making up stuff to, you know, get a story and stuff like that. I never wanted to be famous. And I see all, like, the Kardashians, for example. I know everybody probably brings them up, but like every little thing is posted about them. And
Veronica said she's trying to be famous. She said she want to be famous.
I'm gonna be the person, if I'm around you, they're gonna blur out my face. That I don't want my face on. I don't even want my face on the news, no nothing.
I don't want to be famous either. I just want to be wealthy. Not rich, but I don't have to be rich. I just want to be wealthy. I want to be able to get what I want when I want it. And that's just that. And until I'm able to get what I want when I want it, I ain't there yet. I ain't made it. You know, I'm still down and out. Okay. But the social media stuff, y'all, it's a joke. It's like playing The Sims. Like, you know, people that play The Sims. Y'all know, like, people that play.
Hey, I play The Sims.
People that play The Sims, right? And so the people that play The Sims, they build like this life on The Sims, and they take that life serious. Like, it's like they life, like that's their alter ego world over there. Like, who you want to be, that's who you make yourself that person on The Sims, who you really want to be. You know, and that's okay. Veronica told some, hey, don't come for us.
Exactly, because I like The Sims. I'm about to play it after I get off of here.
I used to play The Sims when I was younger. Like, I used to play that. I'm not much of a video game girl these days. Like, I don't play video games like that for real. But I will play a video game, but I don't like just play them for real no more unless it's like a little game on my phone. But I think about when I used to build my character on The Sims. I used to build my character for who I actually wanted to be. Like the person, not who I am right now, but who I want to be. That was my character. You know, the things in my mind that I thought about doing.
Calling her out.
The things in my mind that I thought about doing, I would go on that game and do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see what.
Because I don't work out, but on that app,
you stayed in the gym. Gotta get that body right. Listen,
she had the whole gym in the house.
Man, on the app, I had 7 boyfriends. You just never know. Like you just doing what your inner thoughts come out. You know, the things that you want to be. You know, and you know that people on that app, they ain't gonna never. On that game, they'll never know who you is in real life. You know, so you just being whatever. You know, so that's kind of how I feel like this app is.
Yeah, it's like the Sims world.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody builds their little imaginary world. I could be sitting in a trash can right now talking to y'all. Y'all wouldn't ever know. Y'all wouldn't know. Unless someone come knocking at my trash can, but y'all would never know.
Not too long ago, I was on here when I was telling everybody I was homeless. I said, I am homeless. I don't know what y'all talking about. I sleep in my car with my kids. We're homeless. And people are like, oh my God, are you serious? Yes, I'm homeless. Like, I don't have no place to go. Stop saying that. Y'all, why y'all don't believe me? Y'all should believe me. You know?
They believe all the other stuff, so why not believe that?
Veronica told my son, I made a sim that was a prostitute and had a baby with each man she met.
Oh, Lord. That's her imagination there. Hi, William.
Veronica, I'm not capping. I'm homeless and I live in my car. Y'all gotta believe me. You wanna know why you gotta believe me? Because that's who I want to be on this app. I want to be a homeless person that live in my car, and y'all gotta believe that. And that's it, and that's all.
I mean, how can you prove wrong?
Prove me wrong that I don't live in my car.
Google don't show that.
Y'all can't prove me wrong. You know, I could be who I want to be on this app. Okay.
I live in a box and I share. My roommate is a raccoon.
That got rabies.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you were not at my house last week, Bookie. You're in Arizona. I'm in Michigan.
She be trying to lie, y'all. Veronica, not Cretia.
Yeah, Veronica, Ronnie in the comments, y'all. She's lying. That girl don't even know me. I don't know her. That's not my cousin. I ain't got no family. I live in a box.
See, that's another thing on social media. People be calling each other like sis, and I know boys be saying bro to everybody, so that ain't nothing. But like sis and oh, that's fam and stuff like that. Stop claiming people that ain't really there for you. Even as a friend, just say, hey, that's an associate that I know.
I haven't heard this song in so long. Sorry to cut you off, but I haven't heard that song in so long. But yeah. And I don't know. I tell y'all what I want y'all to know, or what I don't care about people knowing. You know, I would never come on here and tell y'all something that's so personal to me and so intimate to me that I don't want nobody to know. You know, you got to keep your valuable treasures to yourself, you know, especially if you don't want nobody else to know it. Because once you tell one person something, there is no telling who that person is going to tell. Like, you might trust this person. Like, I trust you so much that I could tell you my most intimate, darkest, deepest secret. And because I trust you and I love you. But just because you feel that way about this person, that doesn't mean that person feel that way about you. And so therefore, when you go and tell this person all your darkest, deepest, darkest secrets, and now that person is secretly going behind you, and now everybody know your business. You might not know that they know your business, but they do.
Hey, girl.
And then the person get mad at you, and now your deepest, darkest secrets is all over the place. You don't want that. Keep your stuff.
Trolls do that all the time.
Y'all ain't gonna know nothing about me that I don't care for the next person to know. I'm a type of person, I tell my own business. So if I say something about myself, I say it to you and 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 to you. But if it's not something that I don't want nobody to know, y'all would not know nothing about me. And this app don't know nothing about me personally, like in my personal life, for real.
It's gotten as far as you guys form like intimate relationships with someone on here. Like, it's fine to meet someone on, a website or something like that, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. But y'all be doing the most, like sending pics, and no one could ever post a pic of my stuff on here ever. Like, no screenshots, no nothing. You got to keep your life private. If you are not like day to day hanging out with this person, I still wouldn't even do it then. I don't know. It's limits. Y'all got to have limits in your life. Create boundaries for yourself and for the ones that are around you. You need to have boundaries when it comes to whether it's social media or real life. You got to set boundaries.
And then people don't like when you think for yourself. People want everybody to be on a follow me type of train. That monkey see, monkey do. Oh, well, they doing it. Oh, let me join in and do this too. Oh, they laughing at this person during their pain and they hurt. Let me laugh too, because it's just so funny. Everybody laughing. Why shouldn't I laugh too? Because your morals and your values should let you know that it's not right. And I do not like no follow. If you're a follower, like, stay away from me. I don't like followers. I despise followers. I want to be around people who know when to tell somebody when they wrong and tell them when they right. And I don't even want a person in my life that's just going to be telling me what they think I want to hear. No, you tell me the truth at all times. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know that I'm wrong. When I'm doing something right, let me know that I'm right. I would never be upset with you for telling me that I'm doing. Actually, I was just having a conversation with my sisters yesterday, and we were talking about like entrepreneurship and stuff like that and all this stuff. And I have so many good like business ideas that I talk about and things that I want to do for myself. And I have some really, really great ideas that I haven't brought to the surface yet, but I talk about it a lot and I have not acted on it, And so yesterday I was talking to my sister and my sister was like, you got a lot of good business ideas and stuff like that, but you don't ever act on nothing that you say that you want to do. Like, you don't act on it. You say it and you don't be about it and stuff like that. And now my sister, she just opened up her business or whatever like that. My Heat Salon Suites, for anybody that's in Detroit, she's booking her suites right now. But back to the story. She was telling me how I always say I want to do, but, I don't act on it. And I was telling her why, like, I haven't acted on the things that I say that I want to do. She said, well, it sounds to me like you're just making excuses, for you trying to make it. Yeah, she like, it sounds to me like you just trying to make excuses for why you not doing something or whatever like that. And I was like, I'm not trying to make excuses. She said, well, yes, you are. You're making excuses. And I was just like, well, dang. Well, you right. Like, like sometimes you got to just look at yourself and be like, I'm not mad at you for telling me what I need to hear, regardless whether I want to hear it or not. Like, I can't be upset at somebody that actually loves me and care about me telling me something that maybe I need to hear. Like, y'all don't like to hear that y'all are wrong. Y'all don't like to take constructive criticism. Y'all don't like to hear that you could be doing something better. You don't like to hear that you're doing something wrong. I don't like that. I want people that's going to be around me that can tell me 100% truth about what is going on, what they feel, if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm doing something. Be real with me. I don't need somebody in my life pretending or, egging me on when they know that what I'm doing is dumb. I'm making dumb choices. And you like, yeah, girl, go ahead and do that. you're no good for me. You not somebody that I want in my life. If you see me making dumb decisions and you choose to, and you know that I'm doing something wrong, you know that I'm saying and doing things wrong, and you like, girl, you ain't did nothing wrong. Go ahead, keep doing your thing. And then you go over there to your friend next door and be like, she's so dumb. I can't believe she did that, but that's her life. Go ahead. She can do what she wants. She grown. She can make her own choices. And you haven't, but I asked you and you told me go ahead, but you're going to go tell the next person that I'm doing something dumb. You're not a person that I want in my life. You're no good for me. Because if you loved me and you cared about me the way that I think you do, I would think that you're going to let me know right, wrong, or ugly. You know, good, bad, whatever. You're going to let me know the 100% truth. That's like going out with your group of friends and you know all your friends looking good and you thinking you looking good too. But you looking like a hot mess. No, you got on this dress that ain't made for your body and your friends like, oh my God, girl, you look so cute. And no, dang on well, your friend is not looking good. Y'all the type of friends you need to stay away from.
Busting open.
Yeah. All my buttons on my shirt busting open. And y'all over here talking about something. Girl, you look good. Baby, no. Tell me the truth. Let me know I look a mess. Girl, go change it. Go change that. Put something else on. And I'm going to thank you in the end. I'm like, you right. I do. Look. Yeah, let me go change this. You know, I want them type of people around me. You know, I tell my friends the truth. If you wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. I don't tell people what they want to hear. I tell people what they need to hear.
Dr. J said, I love constructive criticism. It helps us grow. That is big facts.
Yeah, but everybody can't take constructive criticism. And I think people
I can take it depending on how you deliver it. There's a delivery for everything. If someone's already down, don't kick them and keep saying, like, you could say, hey, okay, you don't look a certain way. You could say it in a certain way.
I mean, I look at it like this. I agree with you on that to a certain extent and how you say things, but sometimes people don't take it in until you say it in a way that they don't like. Because I could tell you in the nicest way, KJ girl, I don't like that hair, and I could be laughing, giggling, playing with you like, and you think that I'm just playing like you hating on me. Stop! Why you hating? But if I came up to you like, KJ, no, that hair, baby, is not fitting you. I love you, and I need you to take that hair out.
Say if I came up to you and be like, girl, your hair is ugly. It ain't got to be delivered like that. You could be like, hey, fix your hair, like, do something with your hair. So it could be a certain way. It doesn't have to be like in a negative way.
Okay, but
like
if I came up to you and I was like, if I just came up to you, you just got your hair done or whatever, and you feel like it was cute, and I came up to you and I was like, I don't like it.
I'd be like, well, then you don't like it.
Right. And so or you and I just if I was just like, I don't like it, and you gonna look at it like, okay, well, you don't like it, so what? I do.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes you gotta just, sometimes you have to tell people in a way that they don't like things, because you could say, I could try to change up how I want to say something to make you feel better about the situation, but that's not necessarily making you feel better. It's actually just pacifying your feelings, you know, because sometimes I think some people, not all people, you can do that with some people, but you just gotta know who you talking to. Some people need to hear the raw, uncut truth. Like, no, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
But you also have to read the room and see how someone could be feeling like total crap and be depressed. And then that one thing that you say to them in the wrong way could set them off or set them back or whatever. That's why I'm saying, as far as
right. That's why I said I agree to a certain extent. You gotta know who you talking to, you know. But I do feel like some people need raw, uncut truth, you know. Like, some people be making a lot of bad decisions and doing and when somebody say something to them, I don't care. This is my life, and such and such and such and such and such a. Well, you in your life, you a whole mother out here in these streets, and you acting like that. You got kids to think of. What are you doing? You know, get yourself together. Pull it together. some people need to hear like, listen, you know, you just got to be straightforward sometimes. And it's not me kicking you while you down. It's actually me trying to help you from self-destruction.
Yeah.
If you look at it as kicking you while you down, you still ain't ready. And you need to keep hearing it, and nobody's kicking you while you down. I'm trying to help you from self-destruction, you know, and so that's how I kind of look at that. Like I said, but it is different people you got to handle differently. So it is in all who you talking to. You know, got to just know, you know.
Yeah. I'm one of those people. I gotta receive stuff in a nice way.
I feel like for me is I guess it depends on the day. You know, it might be some days where I might be going through a lot and somebody say something to me and I don't like it and I don't take it in the way that they trying to give it to me. Versus some days, like right now, I'm in the hi on go. Like right now I'm in a pretty decent, cool type of mood. Somebody was to tell me like, hey, look, I don't like that you doing blah 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 blah, and I think you need to change that. And I'll probably be open to listen to what you're talking about. Like, dang, what did I do? Like? Come on, like, explain. Please explain.
Yeah.
You know, but if I'm crying and I'm sad and I'm depressed and you come at me like, I don't know. I think for me, I think I would still be like, what do you mean? Like, explain to me, like, what do you like? I'm a type of person that you gonna have to explain in depth, like in detail, like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
And if you can tell me what I am doing wrong and why you feel like I should change this, then I'm compelled to listen, you know. But if you telling me something, but if you telling me something that you can't back up, that'd be a different thing. You need to do this. Why? I don't know. You just do. Like, so it is in all in what you say. To me, it's all in what you say.
And I'm different. It's the delivery part that I don't know why I keep losing my voice.
Sometimes we gotta look past the delivery though and look more at the message. You know, if you focused on the delivery, you ain't gonna get the message. Like sometimes you gotta look past the delivery.
I focus on both. It's kind of like, okay, so some people, okay, let me put it like this. When they go to church, they don't expect, hey, Snow, they don't expect like music, like acapella and music with instruments. I'm trying to think where I can go with this. Okay, so when you have the instruments in there, are you listening to the instruments in the background or are you listening to the actual message that the song is bringing? So I get what you're saying. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And that's why I say you can't focus on the delivery, because if you focusing on how somebody is saying it to you, you missing the message. Like you missing what they're trying to say to you. You gonna stop it and be like, but you didn't have to say it like that. But did you hear what I said? It's the question, the real, like, did you hear what I said? Yeah, I probably could have changed how I said it, but you focusing on the wrong thing right now. You're not paying attention to what's important. You know, when you focusing on how I said something to you versus the reason why I'm saying this to you, you know? And so I think that that's something maybe you should work on. Don't focus so much on the delivery.
I think, like you said before, it's past trauma where people that close to me, the way that they deliver stuff, you know, it hurt me more than the message helped me. So
why, if you feel like they said it like in a nasty kind of way? I mean, after I hear the message, I'm like, but you didn't have to say it like that, though. You could have, the thing is, I could hear you out. We could talk about it. I don't like how you said it. That's going to always be in the back of my brain. I don't like how you said this to me. But I understand what you're saying. And then after we figure everything out and we get the done talking, I could be like, but you still didn't have to say it like that. You could have said it in a nicer way. You didn't have to say it to me like that. But I get you. I understand. You know? Yeah. And so we could talk about the delivery after the fact, you know, but I feel like let's make the message clear. You know, the delivery part, we can get past it. I can forgive you for how you said it, you know, and
Yeah.
we can move on. And Dr. J said he was in the Army. Listen, Dr. J, when I was in 10th grade, I went to this school called Robichaud. And you probably know Robichaud. You from Michigan, but Robichaud is in Dearborn. And so I went to Robichaud High School. And I was in JROTC. And we had went to I went to summer camp, and it was called Camp Metamora. It was for ROTC, but it was like freaking boot camp. Like I didn't know that this was what it was about to be like. Hey Rob, I didn't know what it was about to be like. So I went. They was like, "Oh, you want to come to the camp?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was all excited to go to this camp. But when I went to this camp, it was like, man, it's something I never experienced before. I had all these little army people yelling in my face, like this close, like yelling in my face. Listen, to eat, they had like even to eat, we had to yell. They said something, we had to be like, sergeant, whatever we had to say, and before they would even allow us to go in to go eat food every single day. Like, I never forget one day we had to have our hats. We had to wear these hats, and somebody must have lost their hat and stole mine. And so they woke us up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, not even 6, like 5 o'clock in the morning. First of all, we used to have to do fire watches. So one person used to have to be up all night. We was on rotation, like every hour, or like a few hours, somebody have to be up every night just doing this fire watch stuff, right? And then we had to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Everybody had to get up. And when you wake up in the morning and you have to go outside, we was in cabins already, and we go outside and it's already in that brisk, the air, it's like, you know, that wet, cold feeling in the morning time. So I ain't have my hat on. And the woman walked up to me and she was like, "Where's your hat?" And I was like, "I don't know. Somebody took it. Somebody stole my hat." And she was like, she got this close to my face and she was yelling at me like, "I don't care if somebody stole your hat. Where's your hat?" And I was looking at her like, "I don't know." I started crying. I'm like, "I don't know. Somebody stole my hat." I'm like, "I just want to go home. Like, I want to go home. I want to go home."
Well,
these people
be fit for the military.
I'm not. Like, they were just yelling like all the time, like in your face, like just yelling. And then we used to have to march and be saying these dang we used to have to march and be saying all these little singing all these songs, like these marching songs and stuff like that. And we used to be walking miles at a time. I used to fake injuries. Yeah, the cadences, yep. And I used to fake injuries, like my leg hurt. I sprung an ankle so I could ride in the back of the little truck, like, cause it was too much. I couldn't picture me like in the army. Like listen, I'm too soft for that. I'm too soft of a person.
I asked my husband, I was like, because now that, you know, I'm at the age that I'm at, I do think about, like, I should have went into the military because it could have changed me. I'm a good person, but, you know, into a better person. And I asked my husband, I was like, "Do you think I would do good in the military?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Because you're hard-headed."
Dr. J said he loved it. I feel like one thing that they will teach you is structure. You know, a lot of people don't have structure, you know. And so when you need like some structure, like, I think that it can help build that for you, you know. But like, man, all that yelling in my face and talking crazy to me, I don't like that. Like, you could talk to me. You don't gotta talk to me like that. Back down, calm down, back up a little bit.
Facts.
That part out. Dr. J said you can still go. The max age is 42. You got a little time.
I got 2 years.
You got a little time. Go ahead and get it out the way.
I got so many family members. Like, my husband was in the Marines. His aunt, uncle, grandpa, all of them were in the military. Hold on, I got a puzzle piece. They were all in the military, and then I got family on my side that were in the military. What?
He put minimum age, but when I read it outside, out loud, I said max age. He said, "Oh yeah, max age."
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't do much. So me trying to, do obstacle courses and stuff, nah. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna be out of breath before I even get underneath the tire. I probably won't even fit in the tire. But it's like I'm not big, y'all. I just think I am. But no, I when I was a kid, I could do stuff like that. Like I used to run track. I was on the flag team where they twirl the flags and stuff. I can actually still do those. But I used to be very energetic, athletic, and stuff like that. But me trying to get into the military now, listen, I'm gonna be like how on Forrest Gump when he was running and got shot in the butt. That would be me.
I don't know.
Cause I
I feel
can't.
like I still try to be like a little bit active, like I try not to cause I feel like you sit still, that's when your bones stiffen up, like when you don't move it, I think that's a true statement. You don't use it, you lose it, And so I feel like you need to stay and I know that this is true because when I was down for a while and I couldn't like be as active, when it was time to be active again, my body was like, listen, no, baby. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And so I feel like even when you don't want to move, even if you do bare minimum, rotate your limbs a little bit. Just do a little stretch or something because your bones will stiffen up. You don't need some motor oil to get the moving again. And so don't stop moving. I don't even with age and you start getting old and stuff like that. Keep moving. Okay? Don't stop moving.
There's ways to still, stay active. It's the choice that you make.
Y'all see my skin look like it's freaking shining. Look like I just dumped a bottle of oil on me. Y'all gotta understand that I'm going through menopause right now.
Oh. Someone invest in the patch.
Yeah, I need my patch. It is hot, okay? But I can't get my prescription filled until the 10th. And so I'm melting, y'all. I'm like a Hershey bar right now, and I'm been sitting out in the sun. Y'all don't know what menopause feel like, and I shouldn't be going through this right now because I'm too young to be going through menopause. But since I had a hysterectomy, it's just part of life, okay? And menopause feel like you are burning internally. So it starts in the inside. Like you're not hot on the outside. Like my hands are cold. My feet are cold. But in the inside, I am burning. And then the burn come to the outside. And then you just get hot and you look flushed and you get the sweat and it's just too much. And I don't wish hot flashes. I'm actually glad that I'm going through this at my age that I am right now, so that when I am like 50 and 60 years old, when that stuff really start happening, I should be past this. It don't last always. It eventually go away. And so by the time I get to older, and I don't want to be 50 years old feeling like this, 60 years old feeling like this. So I'm actually glad that I'm going through it right now. So that by the time that I'm 60, I could just live my happy 60-year-old life and not worry about all this menopause and hot flashes and stuff like that. But I still don't like it. I don't think I wish hot flashes on my worst enemy. I'm like, I can't wait for you to have hot flashes. It's not fun.
That's the worst you can do.
I'm telling you, it's not fun. All to the men that's watching, y'all don't understand. If y'all women tell y'all that she going through menopause and y'all see her having hot flashes, it's not. She feel like it's a type of feeling. Like I don't like it.
You gotta deal with the pre-menopause and everything that came before that. Now, thank you, Eve. Thank you for everything that you gave us.
Eve, you suck.
But just think, that's why they say women are strong, because we can go through all this stuff and still take care of what we got to take care of. If men would have had to go through all this stuff, when they get sick, they act like babies.
The biggest babies. I never met a man that when they're sick that they don't act like babies. Every man that I ever encountered that I have seen sick be the biggest babies when they are sick. It's like the world is over because they got a cold. Listen, you just sneezing. It's gonna be okay. You gotta rub your back, get your tea. Like it's the end of the world when men get sick, and I think it's so funny.
I don't expect for a man to be tough all the time, but be tough when it counts.
You act like that when you sick, Dr. J? Do you act like a big baby when you sick?
I love when someone caters to me when I'm sick. Listen, my husband is like, I can give credit where credit is due. He is like the perfect person when someone is sick. He really takes care of me when I'm sick. Like all the meds, I be having like 10,000 meds that he brings in there. But he's a really, really good person when it comes to being sick. So I'm like, okay, I got to return the favor, and I'll be there for him and get him his meds and, stuff like that. But I think if he wasn't catering to me, I'll bring you some tea.
Dr. J said he worked through it when he's sick.
You're probably the one in a million.
Man, because I'll tell you, when my ex-husband used to be sick, he used to be just looking like a sad little puppy dog, boy. I was like, oh my God, I don't feel good. Just moping, just around the house all day, just moping. Like, and man, y'all don't even go through half the stuff we go through. Like, not like physically. Well, yeah, physically when it comes to our bodies and stuff like that, y'all don't go through nothing like body-wise like women do. We have to suffer. We suffer. Y'all just got it good. If I could take my hormones and change hormones with a man, I would. Listen.
That's why we be so bipolar, because them hormones be like.
Sometimes I feel like I wish I can switch like mindsets with a man. I feel like men know how to handle their emotions a little bit better. The ones that's emotional are like dangerous, but I agree that women are like such these emotional creatures. Men think with a little bit more logic, and I can't agree with most women not gonna agree with that, y'all. But I think that men do. I think that women, we are so emotional that every decision we make is based off our emotions, and sometimes we can't make every decision based off how we feel, because how I feel personally is not like, that's just me, but it's a whole world out there. But I'm making decisions on how I feel. And I think a lot of men know how they make decisions on just for what it is. This is just what it is. And that's why we be getting in our feelings like, but I'm talking about how I feel, and it don't really be about how I feel all the time, So I do, and sometimes I wish I could just think and put stuff like how men do things sometimes, because I think that they got it good at just being able to say, this is just what it is, and that's just that, It's not about how you feel. It's not about your feelings. It's not about my feelings. It's about.
Sis said I swiped to someone else's live, only me.
She said what?
I kind of get what you're saying, sis. She said I swiped to someone else's live, only me.
Oh. She accidentally swiped and went into somebody else's live. But yeah, so I sometimes I do feel like I wish I could like have like that type of mindset, like from the man point of view, because I'm a very emotional being, and I will 100% sit here to y'all faces right now and tell y'all that a lot of decisions I make are emotional. A lot of the ways I feel are based off of my emotions. I act off my emotions all the time. They sit right here. My emotions. And when and also I am a Cancer woman. My emotions is just like, yeah. Like they just,
Cancer women and Cancer men.
Yeah, my emotions is like Cat trying to give a cat a bath, okay? No, for real. Imagine giving a cat a bath. That's my emotions. You know,
trying to scratch you to the top.
to tear you up. That cat is gonna tear you up. You know, and I would agree. I would admit that that's who I am. You know, but I'm a gangster though. But I don't cry a lot. I used to when I was young. But don't do that. We're not doing that today. But
TT says different.
But yeah,
almost every episode.
I definitely wish I could put my feelings off sometimes. That's the one thing I would take from a man is put my feelings off. And another thing that I would take from a man is being able to stand up and pee. I wish I could just go to a tree and pee like y'all can. All that having to bend over and squat and all that type of stuff. I wish I could just stand up and pee.
Sometimes that's my break. Like when I used to work in the food industry and you gotta constantly move, sitting on that toilet was my break. When I wasn't on break, I needed even if I didn't have to do number 2, I was still just sitting there like, okay.
And
I get to get away from everybody.
But my problem is I don't sit on no toilets. So like every time I go to a bathroom, I ain't sitting on no toilet. I squat over that toilet. And so just imagine especially if I'm out, you would not ever catch me sitting on no public toilet. Not with no paper, not with nothing. I'm gonna squat like I'm not. So my problem is I get so used to squatting over toilets that even when I'm at home and I go to the bathroom, I squat over the toilet. That's a problem. I wish I could just stand up and pee.
You got 5 boys. So listen, let me ask you this question before we get off of here. Would you ever have, because this is what was in the house that we looked at yesterday, a urinal in your bathroom?
I should. Shoot.
This house had a urinal.
They need a urinal. All they do is pee all over the toilet. Even if I wanted to sit on the toilet, every time I go in the bathroom, it's pee on it. So that's another reason why I stay squatting. Especially, just imagine when I gotta pee real bad and I gotta go to the bathroom real bad and I go in the bathroom and there's some pee on my toilet. It grinds my gears. I don't know, y'all. I'm a boy mom, and I think boys are some of the nastiest creatures. Some of the nastiest creatures. And I'm gonna need y'all to get up out of that, okay?
Yeah, that is like, just get it in the toilet.
What is it so hard? Like, I don't understand what's so hard.
We're not married, so we can't say if it is or it isn't.
I really want to know, guys. Yeah. Like, is it hard to aim at the toilet? Because even grown men be peeing on the toilet seat.
But some women do too.
They just nasty.
Nasty stuff on there. So let me tell you, okay, there was this one time I used to do janitorial at GoDaddy, and I would have to clean the bathrooms. I go in one time, I don't know what somebody did, if they picked up the piece of crap and put it on the seat and smushed it down with the seat or something. It was in between, the top seat and the toilet. And it was like someone just smashed it down in there. And I'm like, do y'all like actually like use your brain to think? Like, you don't clean that up? If it's mine, I'm gonna clean it up. I don't want someone to have to come in behind me and be like, oh yeah, she boo-booed on the seat. That's nasty. But I'm just thinking, do y'all even think about stuff like that? Like when y'all pee on the seat, let me wipe it off.
And I'm not going to no public restroom and wiping nobody pee off the toilet. I'm sorry, I'm not. If I go in a stall and I see pee on the toilet, I'm going into the next stall. I'm not peeing or wiping your urine off nothing. So that's disgusting. I don't know. That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Even though I was doing the janitorial work.
I mean, that's your job. That's your job. But me,
But I didn't clean that toilet. I told them I can't do it. And they're like, that's your job. I said, I cannot do it because it's going to be even bigger mess when I throw up from cleaning it.
I know. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, they had to do it. It was another, the head janitorial over me had to do it because I wouldn't do it.
I'm cracking up. Yeah, that's too much. But anywho, y'all. So basically, today, I want to end with, get back into reality, guys. Let's hop off of the internet sometimes, and how about focus on getting y'all real lives together? Focus on getting up out that bedroom you sit in 24/7. I don't know. There's a lot of more things to focus on besides drama on the internet every day. And have a little bit decorum about your stuff and your business. Stop telling everybody your personal treasures to strangers that you don't know. And also, don't let these internet folks get to y'all. Don't let the internet get to y'all. You let the internet get to you, you need a mental break as well. And also, guys, make each day your masterpiece.
Off of here, not your social life, like social media life, real life.
In real life, make your real life your next masterpiece. Yep.
I'm about to make the bed my masterpiece because I'm going back to sleep, even though I don't have to work today, y'all.
I'm so sick of her saying this every single show, y'all. But it's okay. We know that she always want to end us with her going to sleep, so it's okay. We gonna let her have that, okay, guys? But
y'all can do the same.
Guys, don't forget that we are really trying to get up off this app. We wanna like really migrate to YT. And we will appreciate if anybody in here who do not follow Breakfast with Cree and KJ over there, please go do so. We are trying to build that platform. So please go like and share and subscribe on YT. The link can be found in KJ's bio. It's still not in mine. But yeah.
It's in mine.
And we know. We're
going to keep mentioning that because someone has not.
Okay, I'm going to go on it. Y'all, I'm going to try to do it today. I'm going to try my best. No, I ain't going to make it. But because I just thought about it. Unless I do it like right now, like soon as I end this, that's the only time I might really kind of have to do it. But y'all, I have a real life off of here, y'all. I have a real life, so I got things I gotta do, and I'll be having time to sit still for real, But yeah. So guys, yeah, go ahead and follow us on YT at Breakfast with Cree and KJ. If you don't want to click the link in KJ bio, you could definitely go type it in. It's going to be the only thing pop up. There's no other Breakfast with Cree and KJ. It's just us. So when you see that, it's going to be us.
So with that, we're getting off of here. So next time, y'all, Wednesday at the same time, same place. See y'all. Hopefully y'all can hear it. It's not turned up.
We don't hear nothing.
Hold on, y'all. I'm off key. That's because guess what? It's playing in one of my headsets.
She ain't on cue today, y'all. Y'all don't
listen. It's playing in my headset. I got like 3 different headsets, and I attach them to everything because we got a house full of people. And yeah. Breakfast with Cree and KJ. Hot topics, girl.
See y'all next time. Bye, y'all. I'm glad you enjoyed the show.